Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to record a quick video about last minute math exam revision tips for your IGCSE and Olevel Maths. As you know, your exam is going to be tomorrow. So this is your 24-hour strategy for getting a good grade. So what you need to do first is that prioritize scoring topics. What are your scoring topics? Algebra, fractions, shapes, all of these are your scoring topics. 75% of your paper is actually easy. It's not hard. It's only the last 3-4 questions that are tricky. So if you have your statistics down, if you know what is the difference between a histogram, a cumulative frequency, what is mean, median, mode, range, if you know how to solve algebraic equations, whether it's finding the value of x, whether it's expanding brackets, factorizing, algebraic fractions, indices, all of this is a part of algebra, factorizing quadratic equations, then your basic number properties, what are prime numbers, what are cube numbers, what is the line of symmetry of something, what is rotational symmetry, what is the formula for the area of this or that. These are your basic things. These are your easy things that you have been learning throughout your school years. So you have to get these right. Once again, this is 75% of your paper. If you lock in 75% of your paper, you're automatically getting a good grade. You're not scoring low. So if you're struggling with understanding the more difficult topics like vectors, your quadratic simultaneous equations, functions, differentiation, things like that, the things that you haven't seen before, okay, you can still save your grade by getting the easy topics right, which is once again 75% of your exam. So focus on that if you're still not getting the difficult topics. The next thing, memorize the formulas. We all know there's going to be formula sheets. Some formulas are going to be given, but not every single formula is going to be given. So for that, you have to memorize the rest of the formulas. You have to memorize the formulas for finding area of 2D shapes, volume formula, surface area formula, like how to find the nth term, how to find the area or volume in similar shapes, things like that. You need to know how to solve these. Your circle theorems, these aren't going to be given the formula sheet. So for that, I've already made a video which discusses all of the formulas that you need to memorize. So this should be priority for today, because let's say you're not getting a question right, but if it's a shape question and you have to use a formula to solve it, if you memorize the formula, you will automatically be able to solve it because they will give you the values in the question. So main thing is knowing the correct formula and using that in the question. So memorizing the formulas is very important and you should prioritize it right now. Once again, I've attached a link above for the memorizing formulas video for you to know which formulas you need to memorize. The link is in the description below. So do go through that and memorize these formulas. Next, what you need to do is practice smartly, which is again connected to the first point. You have to focus on the topics that you can guaranteed get right. So once again, algebra, statistics, fractions, number properties, these type of things, you can easily get these right. So please go through these. You have to practice smartly right now. Now it's just one day. You cannot cover everything in one day if you're still struggling with topics. Your focus needs to be on the thing that you know you can get right. That is your first priority. You need to look at past papers. You need to look at the trend of questions in the past papers. You need to look at predicted papers. I have created a predicted paper for paper 2 and paper 4. You can check that out. I'm attaching a link below in the description and above as well. Check out other people's predicted papers as well. Don't just stick to one predicted paper. Practice is the key, but you have to practice smartly. See what is similar in all of these papers. Some questions always come. So if you notice that in all of these predicted papers, you easily know, okay, this question will come. So I need to know how to solve this. So once again, log those questions down, because if you don't, then you're playing with your grade. You can still save your grade by practicing smartly, and that can only be done if you understand the trend of topics that come in past papers. So for that, your saving grace is predicted papers. Once again, just don't practice one, practice as many as you can get. Everyone has a predicted paper at this point. You can practice mine, you can practice someone else's, but make sure that you understand the trend of the topics, because that will help you in saving your grade. Time blocking and breaks. This is very important. If you're someone who thinks that studying constantly will help you, it's not going to help you. You have to take breaks in between. You can't exhaust yourself because your exams have started now. So we need to prioritize rest as well. So try to study for like 1.5 hours take a 15-minute break, rest, eat something, keep eating, don't starve yourself. Starving yourself is not going to help you. You need the energy. So keep eating a chocolate or like normal food, anything. You need to eat. You need to hydrate yourself. You need to rest. So study, take a break, then get back to studying and then take a break. You cannot just study in one go and keep studying like for 24 hours or 48 hours. That's not going to help you. You will be mentally exhausted. And by the time you go to sit for your exam, your brain will be fried. We don't want the brain to be fried. We need the brain to be fresh and running. So for that, you need to take breaks while you're studying. Quick self-test. This is very important. Once you solve your paper or once you go through a topic and for the questions that you have been struggling with, sit down with a sibling or anyone and tell them to test you. How would you solve this question? It's not necessary that you have to write every single thing down. You can do it orally as well. You can just tell them, okay, so if this type of question comes, I need to do this, this, or this. These are the steps. And then they can cross-check from the marking scheme, or even you can do it yourself as well. You don't need anyone for that. And then you will automatically know, okay, so I know how to do this question. I need to move on to the next topic. So you can self-test yourself like this. You can even do this with your formulas. Once you have memorized the formulas, test yourself. See what is the formula for this? What is the formula for that? And if you're able to get them right, you're good to go. And lastly, night before and morning off. You need to get a 7 to 8 hours sleep. If you think 8 hours is like a lot, you need to study more, at least 6 to 7 then, not less than that. Because even if you've studied a lot, by the time you reach to give your exam, and if you're sleeping exhausted, you will have a very high chance of making silly mistakes. And we don't want to mess up questions because of silly mistakes, because that is more sad. Knowing something and still getting it wrong because you didn't sleep well. So you need to sleep well. You need to sleep on time. You can study early, studying early, waking up early and studying, that is fine. But at night, you need to get your sleep. So do not risk that. Once again, sleep early. You can get up early and revise, go through the questions, go through topics you think you're struggling with, memorize your formula, sit down with a friend or a sibling, anything. But you need your sleep. You need to eat, you need to sleep. That is very important. Breaks are very important. And with that, I think you are good to go. If you cover all of these things, if you prioritize your important topics, if you prioritize learning the formulas, if you prioritize testing yourself, checking again what you're doing right, you will get a good grade. You just need to do it smartly. Now it's just one day, so you have to practice smartly. You can't afford to waste time on things that can't happen. If you're getting the difficult topics wrong, it's okay. At least try to get 2 marks in this. Your priority is to solve the question. You're not going to skip any question. You're going to solve every single thing. Even if you're doing it wrong, you will write something because you never know, your step might be correct. Even if the final answer is wrong, they will give you a mark for that step. So please do not skip questions. Just because something looks difficult, don't be like, oh, I can't do this. You have to write something. You can start with solving easy questions first. That's why I told you to practice smartly. Lock in the easy things first. Start with the easy things first, get done with that, and then focus on the difficult things at the end. Because if you start focusing on the difficult things in the beginning, you will end up wasting a lot of time and even leave out the questions that were easy. You have to solve your paper smartly in order to get a good grade. This is not just the only paper. You still have paper 4 left, and for O levels, you still have paper 2 left, so you guys can still save your grade. But one day is still good enough to practice smartly as much as you can. So I hope these tips helped you. I've attached the topical playlist also in the description below, which you can use to practice for the topics you think you're not getting right. Past paper videos are already available on my channel as well, along with the predicted papers and tips and tricks for paper 2 as well. So do check those out. And if you get stuck somewhere, you can always reach out to me and I will help you out. And best of luck, guys.